Good morning and welcome to Cindy's Kitchen. It's Saturday morning and it's the day before Super Bowl. So I know that my recipes are not exactly Super Bowl approved. That being said, Tuesday and Thursday we did do several recipes that were appropriate for you because I like to start a day out. Today is going to be a little scary and a little exciting. If you're brand new, welcome. Cindy's Kitchen is a cooking community. We sit and talk, we have fun, we share ideas, and we get to know each other. So if you're brand new, make sure to say hello and tell us where you're from. If you're watching the replay, don't forget #replay. And if you'd like to watch it later on without all the chitty chat, head on over to our YouTube channel, also conveniently called Cindy's Kitchen. So good morning, Cindy's Kitchen family. Good morning, Joanne. Hello, sunshine. Joan, does it look like I'm ready for Valentine's? Well, I used this cup this morning because it's all stars. And so, kind of boom for football, I do suppose. So I went that way. Good morning, Katrina. Good to see you. Jessica's watching. Katrina's here. Lois Ann is here. Deb is here. Good morning, guys. We have some fun things today. It will be interesting because at least 2 things I've never done before. Well, 3 things, actually, now that I think about it. Good morning, Deb. Katrina, good morning. Anyhow, Janet, hello, dear. Good to see you. Everybody, I hope everybody's doing okay. Chilly 20 degrees, an indoor treadmill day, I do suppose. 20 degrees. Yeah, it got cold here too, Joanne. 46. I know, the rest of you are like, that is not cold. And of course, the sun is shining, so it's not going to be, it'll warm up. So anyway, good morning, Michelle. How is your recovery, my dear? I hope you're recovering well. There's Sue, my Mary Kay lady. Julie from Northwest Houston. Good morning. Good to see you. Well, that's a heat wave. 46 is a heat wave from where you live, right? Good morning, Sue. Oh, Gail is here. Very cold Chicagoland, right? Great. Michelle, I'm glad you're doing good. That's a great thing. All right, we're going to go ahead. Oh, Jenna's here. We're going to go ahead and get started because I have several things that require a longer cooking time than I normally do. So you know that on this show, when I do things, I try to have things that have a 30-minute or less cooking time. And we're trying out a few new things. So we may need a little extra time. Oh, Linda's here and Blanca's here. Good morning. So let us coffee clinks. Let's do our coffee clinks. So whether you have coffee or hot tea or water or soda or lemon water or whatever you're drinking, raise your cup and let's cheers. Yummy, yummy. Good morning, Jenna from Missouri. Margaret's here. Okay, so isn't that pretty? I just thought since Super Bowl is coming up that this might be festive for football. Is that football festive, do you think? I'm thinking it is. We're going into the deep freeze, 8 degrees. Oh my. I know Linda's in Tyler, Texas. Do you talk like that? Tyler, Texas. I like Tyler. There's fun stuff to do in Tyler. Burr cold, Illinois. I know. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, it's not a recipe that we're going to do, but I'm trying something out. Since tomorrow is Super Bowl, and I have never done chicken wings in my air fryer. Hold on, I gotta preheat. Hold on. I'm gonna preheat it to 400 degrees and go for 20. Go. All right. So I have my air fryer preheating. Hi, Mom. Good morning. I have my air fryer preheating. And all I've done is I bought a bag of frozen chicken wings. I know. Somebody said that there was going to be a shortage of chicken wings this year. I think if they said that, it was just an opportunity to ensure that they could raise the price. What do you think, right? All I did was defrost the chicken wings, put them in a zip top bag, Oh, when they're defrosted, make sure you pat them dry. I put in a little oil. I just use canola oil, salt, pepper, and of course, you know, I put in a little granulated garlic because I think everything does better with garlic. I could use the excuse and say heart healthy wings, but you know, they are wings. So I'll say we put the garlic in to make them heart healthy, and we're putting them in the air fryer, so that's better for us. I don't know. Anyway, has anyone else done chicken wings in your air fryer? Do you have any suggestions for us? Anyway, so oil, salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. Give it a smoosh, technical cooking term, smoosh, just to ensure that all the little chicks have oil and seasoning in them, okay? Hello, Milagros. Oh, I've never seen you on here, Milagros. Good to see you. Hi, Janet. Milagros' son and my daughter have been playing Minecraft together online. There's this whole college group at our church, and so they've been getting together and they've been playing group Minecraft. I don't even know how that works, right? But I think they're on their phones and on their computers, and they're talking, and who knows? I know. Katrina, just keep an eye on them. Okay, we'll do that. Terry's here, Diane's here. No air fryer. You do slow and low. Okay. And you don't have an air fryer. Well, again, I'm learning as I go. All right, so that's preheating. While that preheats, I'm going to tell you about our first recipe. Our first recipe is going to be honey roasted parsnips. Honey roasted parsnips. Good morning, Terry. Now, I did this, but I didn't really give you the recipe because I was trying it out. And so a lot of times I'll do stuff in the background, and I told you how delicious they were. Because, I know, Gail, right? Because they were so delicious, and then we had several people sending us messages asking us for the recipe, I thought, okay, yeah, Jenna, I mean, isn't the air fryer kind of baking anyway? I'm just saying, whatever. We're just going to give it a shot and see what happens. So, parsnips. You guys all know what a parsnip looks like, and quite frankly, looks like a big carrot, except it's kind of a white color, right? Here's what, and I got this recipe from the BBC. The BBC. Because we have, good morning, Janet. We have a friend, Anne, who's usually on. She's not on yet. Of course, it's 5 o'clock in the UK, but in the evening. And she said that this was really good. So what I've done is I took the parsnips, and I did not peel the parsnips. I just washed them very good. And then I do wings in the air fryer all the time. They come out great. Oh, okay, good. Any hints or tips, Michelle? And then I just cut them into like smaller slices. So you see, I cut them like about this. And I did them this small because I want them to cook a little faster because we're on the show. Now, the instructions say that after you've either peeled them or washed them and cut them, you're supposed to put them in a pot of boiling salted water and let them boil for 5 minutes. Then you drain them. Look at my colander. I drain them and let them kind of air dry or steam dry. So that's where we went. So because I needed to get us to this point because we got to put them in the oven to roast them. Okay? Now, I am going to go ahead and mix them in this big pot that I cooked them in because it's already dirty and I don't want to do another one. All right? So in go my parsnips. My parsnips. Okay, whoops, I lost one. I will say you have to keep checking on them and keep upping the temp until they're as crispy as you like. Okay, good to know. All right, so for our parsnips, what we need is we're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter. Here, I'm going to turn this on because I could just stick it in the microwave, but I didn't do that. So I'm just going to put it in this skillet that we're going to be using for something else in a second. Do you have a cow dish that moves? Look at this. Moo! My Polish pottery cow dish is a cow. Moo! Okay, there you go. All right. So, to our parsnips, we need to add, and this just freaked me out the first time I saw this recipe. So if it freaks you out, don't let it freak you out. We need 2 Okay. Oh, how many did you use, Cindy? Yes, I know. I used 6 parsnips. So that's how much I used. Now, if you use 3, because you're going to try it out, then just don't do 3 and then cut this recipe in half. Hey, Casey, good morning. Janet, you have 1. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is I know it freaked me out too. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of flour. 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to tilt you down just a bit so you can see the pot. And we're just going to toss that in there. Oh, that just didn't sound right, right? Flour? No. Okay. I preheated the oven to 375 degrees. 375. I had to look it up because the instructions said 190. I'm like, 190? Okay. Let me get the butter melted. What's 190 degrees Celsius? I didn't know. All right. Then we're going to need some honey. Okay, that's melted. Look, I just melted 2 tablespoons of butter. I could have stuck it in the microwave, which I normally would have. But since I've moved everything around so that you guys can see better, I can't get to the microwave from here. Centigrade, I know. But I had to look it up, what 190 is. And 190 is actually 374 degrees, but I'm upping it to 375. With the 2 tablespoons, so 6 parsnips that we've cut up, boiled for 5 minutes, drained, let steam for a little bit, just dry out, put back in our pot. We have 2 tablespoons of flour, we have 2 tablespoons of butter, and we have 2 tablespoons of honey. Are you counting the tablespoons of honey? Okay, 1 and 2. There we go, 2 tablespoons of honey. 374, I know, but I just rounded up to 375. Okay, and then it said seasonings. And so, that kind of freaked me out. But really, Anne, our friend from the UK, said usually that's just salt and pepper. So, I'm going to put in a teaspoon of salt. I know, right? Teaspoon. And a teaspoon of pepper. Pepper for your poppycock. All right. And then we're going to just give this a toss. I know, weird, isn't it? We're going to give it a toss. Oh, so odd. So odd. Okay, I've tossed. I've tossed. There we go. Now, I got to move this butter over here. Here's what I'm roasting them in. You guys have seen this before. This is my big 16-inch roasting pan. Rebecca calls this a breakfast tray because she does breakfast in it, which is nice for that. But I'm just going to roast in this. This is a good. If you don't have one of these, you certainly can just use a baking sheet. You either want to spray it really well, or you want to, you could use foil or parchment paper. Okay? So now I'm going to dump out into my baking dish. Come on out, babies. Oh, there's one left. I don't want to lose any yumminess. Okay. I got the butter and the honey. Let me move this. All right, and then I'm going to spread them out. So pretty. I know, I'm going to tilt you down just a bit so that you can see. I'm just going to spread them out. We really want them in a row. If some are overlapping, that's okay. But as flat as you can get them. The nice thing about this, if you wanted to just try it out and make one, you could get 1 parsnip and do this if you so desire. And there we go. Look at that. All right. So there's our parsnips. And that's going to go in a 375 degree oven for, hold on, let me see if I can get it in there. Nope. Hold on 1 second. I got to move you to get to the oven. Hold on. All right. There we go. It's hard. I move things around in here. Hello, Heather. Good to see you. All right. I'm turning this back. So many moving parts, right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the wings in. We are preheated. Woo! Preheated, okay? All right, so I have a little, look at that. That was my great-grandmother's pot holder. Do you know what that is? I think it's beer can pop tops. I think that's what it is. But anyway, All right, remember that I took my chicken wings, patted them dry, put them in a zip top bag, oil, salt, pepper, a little granulated garlic. We're gonna give them a toss so they're in a single row. Can you see in there? Ta and da, there we go. And in we go, 400 degrees. Go. Ta-da! All right, so we have our parsnips roasting in the oven. We have our wings, winging it in the air fryer. And now we're gonna start on our leeks, buttered leeks. This is another that I've never done before. So I'm a little nervous about how this is gonna go, all right? You love your, okay, well, Heather, if you have ideas, Coca-Cola tops. Oh, Mom says they're Coca-Cola tops. I don't, oh, it does say raw, hold on. Raspberry soda. That one said raspberry soda. I thought they were beer, but no, I guess it's soda. I think there's a there's a Coca-Cola one. Anyway, I think these were my great-grandma's, or she made them. Anyway, that's how old this is. Pop tops, crocheted, sewed. Look at that. How cool is that? Okay, anyway, that's how old all my stuff is. Let's take a sip of coffee and have a moment. All right, I'm gonna clean my area so that we can start with the next one, the leeks. Now, we cut leeks the other day. Make sure to flip the wings. Okay, but I'm gonna let them cook for a little bit. Yes, so my great-grandmother's name was Katie. And my oldest daughter's name is Katie. So anyway, there you go. That being said, we talked about leeks the other day. And I showed you what they look like and how to cut them and how they have dirt all up inside them. And so the most important thing with leeks is that you wash, okay? So here's what I have. This is 4 good-sized leeks. Why 4? That was what the rubber band had in it at the grocery store. If the rubber band has 3 leeks, there you go. If it has 2 leeks, they're usually pretty good size. And so I cut off the green part. You can eat the green part, and because we're slow cooking these, that might be okay. Then so I cut off the top and the bottom. I tip the top and tip the bottom, okay? So then I'm left with about yay much. I know, I'm sorry I already did it, but this requires a vigorous washing because you do not want dirt in your leeks. That would be nasty. So then I'm left with like a little round white leek about yay big. I cut that in half and then slice it so you can see, look, and then slice it very thin, see? Then I put it in a colander and rinse. You can put it in a bowl and do that because the dirt will go to the bottom of the bowl. But just be careful then because you don't want to pour it out, then all the dirt goes back over it, right? So I use a colander and the spray nozzle on my kitchen sink and I just go to town and just keep moving my fingers in there. Hello, Claudia, good morning. Keep moving my fingers in there to make sure all the dirt is off. If you cry when you cut onions, you will cry when you cut leeks because leeks are from the onion family. All right, I have a big skillet, big old skillet. Hey puppies, stop that. The dogs are going bazonkers in here. We need a lot of butter. And I know that you're going, oh, look, she's making something healthy. And yes, it's a vegetable. But we need 2 sticks of butter. And so these are little bitties. So I'm going to use 2 of these little bitties, and then I'm going to use a full stick. So we're going to melt 2 sticks of butter. And again, it's because I used so many leeks. If your leeks are smaller and you're just doing 2, then just do 1 stick of butter, okay? But these are buttered leeks. So before you say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of butter, If that's the name of the title, there you go. All right, so on the stovetop we go, and we're gonna melt our butter. Hello? Okay, there we go. We're melting the butter. Interestingly enough, there are very few ingredients to this recipe. It literally is leeks and butter, and then of course it said seasonings. The BBC obviously knows, when in doubt, add more butter. I know. Hey, Jamie and Susan, good morning. When the BBC does recipes online, I'm like, which seasonings? But, so I guess salt and pepper. I am, of course, I know that this will surprise all of you. I'm going to put some granulated garlic in there. Just because, right? So I'm going to do salt and pepper and granulated garlic. I've never made this. I have no idea what these are going to taste like. I imagine it will be like, you know, when you saute onions low and slow for, you know, a long time, and you use those either to make like an onion soup or you use them to put over things. I imagine it will be like that. If I don't like them, if I think they're not all that in a bag of chips, then I will take them and I will add them and I will make leek and potato soup with them. Hey, Brandy. Okay, our butter is starting to melt. Can you see the pan over here? I know, a lot of butter. I'm going to go ahead and put the leeks in the skillet, all right? The butter still has to melt. La, la. See, I need a big skillet, but again, I used a bunch of leeks. Partially because that was how many was in the rubber band, and then I had one left over from when I showed it to you guys the other day. All right, a full skillet I have. Now we need our seasonings. So what are our seasonings? Again, okay. You know how when you watch shows and they say kosher salt? And in the beginning, I was always like, well, that's kind of snobby, right? That you need kosher salt. What's wrong with the blue salt in the thing? I like kosher salt. I don't know that it tastes better, but I think I probably use a little less and get more punch. Use what you got. All right, so I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt. I always figure, and I haven't measured, but 1 is a half. That's what I always say. And then a teaspoon of pepper. And then I got to get out the granulated garlic. Granulated garlic. And then I'm going to do, look, you want me to measure? No, I'm not measuring. A teaspoon of granulated garlic. That looks more than a teaspoon, but okay. I'm only adding those. Now, sometimes I get creative. A lot of times I get creative on what I'm going to add. I thought what would be good with these would be to fry some bacon up first and put bacon in here. I thought, oh, smoked paprika would be lovely in here. So I was thinking about all the yummy seasonings that we could add to this, but it's the first time I'm making it. And so I tend to follow the recipe fairly closely when it's the first time I'm making it, okay? So I'm just gonna give this a toss. I'm just stirring this just to ensure that every piece of yummy leek is covered in butter, 1, and the salt and pepper and garlic are evenly distributed. Okay, now you see what we got? There we go. Now, you may think that that was a lot of work, and the cutting and the washing of the leeks is a lot of work. It is. Hey, Vicki Ann, that being said, you knew I was going to say, that being said. All we did is melt butter, leeks, salt, pepper, some garlic. After that, I'm going to turn it down to a medium-low temperature, and I'm going to put the lid on it. It needs to cook. Pardon me. It needs to cook for about 15-20 minutes. 9 degrees in Chicago, Susan? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so would you look at that? we have basically been cooking for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We have honey roasted parsnips in the oven cooking. We have wings in the air fryer winging. And we have leeks, buttered leeks, cooking on the stovetop. It's been a big morning already, right? Hold on, sip. All right, I have to sneeze. Hold on. Okay. Oh, let's check the wings. Want to check the wings? Oh my, look at that. Can you see? Oh, we're already starting to get brown on the outside. They're yummy. So I'm just going to do this. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your wings. Okay, and I'm going to stick them back in. Oh my goodness, I like this. Go. There you go. So that's back in. Thank you, bless you. Feels like -8. Oh my, you need to come visit me. Good morning, Heather. It's a yummy day, it is. All right, so parsnips, leeks, wings. I know, none of it goes together, does it? All right, so let's work on our adult beverage, shall we? Let me clean the area. Now, how many of you were here last? Oh, you gave your daughter away. How many of you were here last Saturday? Last Saturday, we created something. And if you were here, let me pull. Can't reach. If you were here, Gail was here. There we go. There were several of you that were here. And I wanted to try something new and different. You know me. Well, you're getting to know me, right? Over the last year, you've gotten to know me. I like trying new things. I like tinkering with recipes. I like going to the grocery store and seeing something that I don't know what that is. I like looking at vegetables and saying, can we cook that in a different way? Yes. So that's me. And since we did, we got to cook these longer. I only set the timer for 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. I need to redo. Hold on. Go. Go back to 400 and go. There we go. Go. Hello? Okay, it's going. All right, anyway, so last Saturday, Saturday is usually adult beverage day here at Cindy's Kitchen. And so last Saturday, I decided to try a fruit-infused vodka. Hold on, I have a leek recipe with pork chops, basically the same. Brown some chops, throw in, hold on, let me see if I can see more. Brown some chops, throw your cooked leeks on top, some half and half, and a pinch of caraway seeds. Saute apple with your leeks. Oh, wow. Okay, now, Susan, why didn't you talk to me ahead of time? I had an apple. Okay. I'm going to give these a stir. Oh, so they're cooking down already. Remember how it was all the way to the top? Now they're cooking down. Oh. Okay. There we go. Lid back on. Okay. So here's what we do. Hey, Jody. We took these pint-sized jars. First, in a bowl, we took some strawberries, some raspberries, and some blueberries. And we kind of like muddled them, if you will. I took a potato masher and smashed the poo-poo out of them, right? Then we divided it into 2 pint-sized mason jars. We also put in a Tahitian vanilla bean because I thought that would be cool, right? Vanilla and fruit infused vodka. So I took, let me see where they are. Here we go. Is that them? I think these are the Mexican ones that I haven't used yet. Here's the Tahitian ones. So we took one of these Tahitian grade B vanilla beans, took a knife, sliced it down the center, folded it in half, and stuck it in the jar. And then we filled the jars with vodka, whatever kind of vodka you have and or like. Now, we probably could just open this up, but we're not going to do that. And So we got to drain them. Because, you know, the seeds and all that in the bottom, I don't think that would make for lovely drinking. So here we go. You ready? Big reveal. Okay. Oh my. Isn't that a pretty red color? Pinkish red color? Okay. I'm going to take the vanilla bean out. Just set this over here. And then here's what I got. I don't have any, what is that, cheesecloth? I don't have any of that. And I thought about some other thin cloth, but I was worried. So I'm just gonna, I have a 2-cup measuring cup and my spider, okay? I'm gonna push you back just a wee tad so that you can see. Can you see? There we go. I'm gonna tilt you down. All right, so here's our cup. Here's our spider. I think I better do it this way. And here's our jug, all right? So I'm gonna make a mess. I know I am. All right, we're pouring and we're pouring. I didn't make a mess so far. Okay. Okay, look, empty jug. Empty jug. Now, if you wanna store this, you can wash this jug out and then put it back in, all right? So, let me use, hold on. I'll use this. I'm just gonna give this a smash because I want all the good flavor out of there. I want all the goodness. Hello, Susan, good to see you. All right, there we go. Okay. So that gave us, that pint-sized gave us, what does that say? Almost 2 cups. A cup and a half. A cup and a half of fruit-infused vodka. That's what it gave us. See? Ta and da. A tea strainer would work. Yes. I couldn't find my tea strainer. All right, so here's what we got. I just have a glass that I put some ice in. Do I need a shot glass? Nah, we'll just pour. So we need this all we're gonna do is I have some lemon lime soda. You could do Sprite, so you could just drink it. You could make a martini without any, but I'm not going to, okay? All right, so here we go. I have a glass of ice. I have our fruit-infused vanilla vodka, and I'm gonna pour a shot. Does that look like a shot? I think that looks like a shot. And then I'm gonna put a little lemon lime soda. And then I'm going to give it a stir. And you need something, right? So I just put 3 blueberries on there. So that's gonna be floating. What do you think? What do you think? Prosecco would be good. Prosecco would be good. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, there we go. Jessica wants in the picture. Are you there, Jessica? Here, I'll scoot down. Everybody say hi to Jess. She looks like a longshoreman. She's got the thing on her head, right? All right, ready? Here we go. Taste test. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
The vanilla makes it.
Woo.
The vanilla makes it. Oh. Okay, so the berries, the fruit is very nice. But the vanilla hits you in the back of the throat. Very good. You guys should try this. Very good. All right, I'm gonna give these another stir. Okay, these are starting to smell good. Okay. And we're gonna check our wings. Oh my. Look at that. Look, do you see? Look how beautiful that looks. Oh, I want them a little crispier. Just a little bit more, don't you think? Just a little bit more. My eyes lit up, it must be good. I know, right? Go. I like that, that's good. It does sound good for Valentine's Day. And it's pretty, isn't it? It's the right color. Man, this is good. Good, 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 good. All right. My wings are almost done. You can eat your wings just like that. You can get some Frank's hot sauce and put that on them. Remember the sauce we made on Thursday with barbecue sauce, applesauce, and horseradish? Do you remember when we made that? This is what I have left over from that sauce. Now, I am going to stick this in the microwave just for about 30 seconds, just to give it a little heat, okay? Jess? And then, so you guys know, right? You guys know, as you made wings. You could have just plain wings. Those have salt and pepper and garlic, granulated garlic on those, and they would be quite tasty. But if you want flavored wings, once the wings are done and they're still hot, you put them in a bowl. If you want to be cool, you have the big silver bowl, and then you do this. Wah, wah, wah. If I do that, things will fly and wings will go everywhere, right? So you put the wings in here while they're still hot. Then you pour the sauce over, and then you either give it like this or you take a spoon and you, so that they're totally coated. All right? Let me check. Ugh. Okay, our parsnips are almost there. I'm so sorry. There's so many smells in the kitchen. Hey, Melinda, good to see you. Oh my goodness, the nose. All right. Okay, I have to say, are there things that irritate you? Like, they're little things and it shouldn't matter, but it irritates you. Thin toilet paper, like 1-ply toilet paper. I know these are first world issues. Some people have no toilet paper, right? When I was growing up, if you didn't eat something on your plate, Mother would say to me, she's on, so she knows. Mother would say to me, there are children that are starving in the world. Did your mother say that to you? And so one day, because I kind of had a smart mouth as a child. I know that shocks you, right? So one day, as a child, at the dinner table, I didn't want the whatever it was probably broccoli. And she said, you know, there are starving children in, I think she said Africa, because she never said in the world. You know, it was always there were starving children in Africa. And so my smart mouth said, well, stick it in an envelope and mail it to them. I got in trouble and sent from the table, and it was bad. I think I got my bottom tanned. Hate to say it, have to go. Grandson meltdown. Oh, I'm sorry, Melinda. So I think I got my bottom tanned for saying that. Jessica, it was China or Africa. So did your mothers do that to you? Anyway. All right. Our wings are done. Oh my gosh. Oh. Those are lovely. These are phenomenal. I am oh so excited about chicken wings. All right, I'm going to put them in the bowl. Oh, so good. Look so good. Looks so good. Now, this is when you put your sauce on. Hello, Ladybug. Good to see you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Yvonne. Hold on. I had a whole case of 1-ply. Yeah, I know. I had to sit there until I completed my meal. Yes, like if you didn't clean your plate, you had to stay at the table until it was all done. Okay, so I'm going to put about 3 big tablespoons of this yummy barbecue, applesauce, and horseradish on the wings, okay? And then you give them a toss, right? So you do one of these numbers. Are you waiting to see if I wear them? Hold on. I had a choice to eat it or go to bed. I went to bed. You know what, though? My mom would put it on the top of the stove. Well, it was really my dad that would say that and say, you'll eat it. And then it went on the stovetop and you had to have it for breakfast. I mean, really? Come on. You had to stand with your nose to the wall. I'm sure I had to do that several times, too. Okay, the tossing thing isn't working for me, so I'm just going to use a spoon and toss them. Now, why do you do this when it's hot? Yeah, Susan, except you know that Polish horseradish is not as as the normal horseradish you get at the store. And it's one of the reasons I eat it with everything. All right, so there we go. Let me get a plate, shall we? Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming. Don't leave me. Okay, here we go. It would have been nice if I'd have cut some celery and do all that, but I did not. And then Jess is gonna take out our parsnips. Oh, yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna there's a little bit of sauce that did not adhere. I'm just gonna dribble that on. Yum. Okay, look at these. How long did the wings stay in the air fryer? About 20 minutes. I learned to never say mail your crummy food to the starving children in Africa. Yes, I learned that too, because you get all kinds of in trouble with that. I'm gonna move you over here. So there we go. Look at that. Yum. So there's our wings. I'm gonna let these cool down because I don't want to taste them while they're also, oh my gosh, hot. All right, Jess is going to, okay, Jess is gonna put the parsnips down. Oh, they need to roast just a little bit long. I'm gonna take one out so we can taste it, but they really do need to roast just a little bit longer. So can you see, I'm gonna tilt you down. So you see the parsnips? They are perfect to eat right now, but I like them a little roasted, a little bit more roasted where they're a little crunchy, okay? So we're gonna stick them back in, but before we do that, we'll taste. These are very hot. Yum. I don't like raw parsnips. And quite frankly, when you're boiling the parsnips, I don't like that smell. But roasted, honey roasted parsnips are a thing of beauty. Okay. Here comes Jess. Take them away. Back in the oven. So good. So good. Okay, up we go. It's time for leeks, don't you think? All right. Now the cool thing about the leeks is the longer, you have some options, okay? The dogs are looking for a treat, aren't they? The butter, I'm gonna take this off the stove so you can gander. The butter has started to turn brown on the outside a bit, and so it's given it, if you look like right there, you see the darker color brown. It smells lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let me get a bowl. I have to show you my new bowl. Is this gorgeous? I have never had any Polish pottery that had like these colors. And I think it's just gorgeous. I just got it. It's ceramic artistyczka. It's a little bowl. I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, right? What do parsnips taste like? So when you roast them, to me, it's almost like a carrot. But with a little bite. So you know how carrots, especially like when you roast them, it's just like a sweet flavor? Parsnips are roasted. It's almost that, right? It's that sweet honey flavor, but then it's got just a tiny little bite. Because I think parsnips are a little, you know, they have a bite, a little bitter. Anyway, so, all right, beautiful bowl. Here we go. I'm gonna put some butter. I'm gonna put our buttered leeks in here. I think I can get all of them in there. Shall we try? Shall we try? Oh, but make a mess, Cindy. Yep, I made a mess. I made a mess. I didn't do la 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 today, do I? La la la. There we go. All right, buttered leeks in the bowl. That's a lot of butter. I probably could have cut the butter down, but I followed the recipe. So, oh. Okay, hard to describe the flavor, but they are good roasted. Yes, they are. All right, here we go. I think, oh my gosh. I tasted what was on the table. All right, here we go. I'm tasting the buttered leeks. Now remember, leeks are a member of the onion family. So you'd think I'd be eating a bowl of buttered onions. We shall see. And all we did, we washed these very well. We sliced them up and we cooked them in butter, salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. I don't want to burn my mouth. Oh my goodness. Okay, now you're gonna ask, well, what does it taste like? It doesn't taste like onions. Oh, it's like, buttered. Oh, I don't know what to say, what it's like. Oh, I feel so horrible. Buttered. Oh, it's buttered yumminess. That is so bad. You should be able to say it tastes like, right? But, it is so good. Buttered yumminess. I don't know what else to say. It is really fantastic. And I'm glad I didn't do bacon. It doesn't need bacon. These are very good. So good. This is what I'm having for lunch now. I'm having parsnips. Oh, I guess I have to have some wings too, right? All right. You need to try this dish. Leeks are not that expensive. As you saw, fairly easy to make. Yummy. A unique flavor. Thank you, Susan. I couldn't. All right, let's taste our wings, shall we? Which do you prefer? The drumstick or the flat? I prefer the flat. I don't like the drumsticks. I like the flats. All right, here we go. I'm tasting with our sauce. Outside is crispy. I love that sauce. Leek and asparagus quiche. Yum. Michelle's a drumstick. Janet's a flat. Perfectly cooked. The outside is crispy. The inside is totally done. And then yummy sauce. Yum, 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 yum. So good. There's a bunch of you drums out there. And then, of course, we took our fruit-infused vanilla vodka that we made last Saturday, strained it, added a little lemon lime soda, and Lydia, the sauce was left over from Thursday's show with the pork chops. It is a cup of applesauce, a half a cup of barbecue sauce, and a heaping tablespoon of that Polish horseradish. Heat it up, stir it all up, and it's a wonderful sauce. Yum. Yum. Anybody on the show from Nevada, Wyoming, or Vermont, we need you. We need you so that we can scratch off the things on the map. You see the puppies in the background? Let me see. Let me see if I can move it so you can see the puppies. You see the puppies? They're playing. They're just playing.
And Montana.
Oh, and Montana. And we need Montana. You guys, it was a big food day. I hope you try the parsnips and the leeks. Those are two things that I think a lot of people don't try, have never tried. It's a new thing. And I like that. I like trying new things because I want to open up your world. I mean, it can get boring eating green beans and corn and peas all the time, right? Or potatoes and rice. So I want you to try new things. So honey roasted parsnips that I put back in the oven. Buttered leeks to die for. Of course, this is not a recipe, but I just tried out my air fryer, and wings in the air fryer are indeed quite lovely. And then, of course, our adult beverage, which was our fruit-infused vanilla vodka with a little lemon lime soda. You need to make this. No, it doesn't count that you've been to all 3 states. More recipes for the air fryer. Okay, well, I'm trying it out a little bit at a time, Lydia. But I have to say, the wings are a big hit. I'm doing that again. You guys have an awesome day and a great rest of your weekend. The food today was really good, and I know it's a little different, a little weird, but I hope you give it a try. From my kitchen to your kitchen, I hope all of your meals are quick, easy, and yummy. We will see you again on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.